For 12 years, I believed I had the perfect family. My wife, Sana, and I had built a beautiful home together, and our 10-year-old daughter, Hania, was the center of our world. My best friend, Bilal, was like a brother to me. He had been in my life since childhood, always there through thick and thin. We had weekend barbecues, family trips, and late-night talks about life. Everything seemed perfect until one evening when my entire world shattered in seconds. I didn't know that the two people I trusted the most were hiding a betrayal so deep it would scar me forever. I first noticed the changes in small, subtle ways. Sana started dressing up more often, constantly texting and smiling at her phone. Bilal began making excuses whenever I invited him over, saying he was too busy, yet somehow Sana always seemed to know where he was. My gut told me something was wrong, but I refused to believe it. One day I came home early from work, hoping to surprise them with dinner. Instead, I noticed both their cars parked near a cafe on the other side of town. My heart raced, but I still tried to convince myself there was an explanation. That weekend, I decided to test my suspicions. I told Sana I had an overnight work trip, kissed her goodbye, and drove away. But instead of leaving, I parked a few blocks from Bilal's apartment and waited. Hours later, I saw her car pull up. My hands shook, my breath caught in my throat. I followed quietly and saw them together, laughing, holding hands, and walking into his apartment like lovers. My knees went weak, and my vision blurred from the tears. The betrayal hit like a truck. My wife, my best friend, the two people I trusted the most had destroyed me. I didn't barge in. I didn't scream. I waited. The next morning, I walked into our kitchen where Sana was making breakfast like nothing happened. "How was your work trip?" she asked casually. My chest tightened. "Better than your night with Bilal," I replied coldly. Her face froze, color draining instantly. She stammered, "Saad, I can explain." I slammed my hand on the table, shaking with rage. "Don't! I saw you! There's nothing left to explain." Tears filled her eyes, but I felt nothing but emptiness. The woman I loved was gone, replaced by someone I didn't even recognize anymore. After the confrontation, Sana confessed everything and begged me not to tell Hania, but secrets have a way of surfacing. Days later, she overheard us arguing and came running into the room, crying, "Why are you ruining our family, Papa?" My heart shattered into pieces. Sana quickly hugged her, whispering lies about how I overreacted and misunderstood. I tried to explain, but Hania pushed me away, shouting, "I hate you!" In that moment, I realized Sana wasn't just destroying our marriage. She was turning my own daughter against me. And the pain of losing her trust cut deeper than the betrayal itself. I confronted Bilal too, hoping at least he'd admit his betrayal like a man, but he avoided me, blocked my number, and stopped showing up at mutual gatherings. When I finally cornered him one evening, his excuses were pathetic. "It just happened, bro. We didn't mean for it to," he mumbled, avoiding eye contact. My fist clenched, but I walked away. He wasn't worth the fight. Bilal lost his wife, his kids, and his reputation after the truth spread among friends. But knowing that didn't heal me. It only reminded me of the wreckage these two had left behind. Sana begged me to work things out for Hania, but I couldn't stay in a marriage built on lies. I filed for divorce, and that's when things turned ugly. Sana demanded custody of Hania, claiming I was unstable and angry. She twisted the narrative, making me the villain in front of our daughter. In court, my lawyer presented evidence of her affair, but Hania refused to. Believe me, watching my little girl look at me like a stranger broke me completely. Betrayal from Sana hurt, but losing my daughter's love, that was a wound nothing could heal. Months later, the truth finally caught up with Sana. Bilal abandoned her completely, and her lies began unraveling in front of everyone. Hania overheard a heated phone call between Sana and Bilal, where he admitted everything. She came to me in tears, whispering, "Papa, I'm sorry, you were right." I hugged her tightly, trying to hide my pain. Though I won custody after that, it didn't feel like a victory. My family was already broken, my trust destroyed, and the scars ran deeper than anyone could see. All I wanted now was peace, for me and my daughter. After the divorce, I focused on rebuilding myself. I started therapy, poured my energy into work, and spent every moment I could with Hania. Slowly, we began healing together. There were nights she cried herself to sleep, asking why Mama chose Bilal over us, and I never had an answer. But I reminded her, none of this is your fault. Over time, she began to smile again, and so did I. The road wasn't easy, but we were stronger together. Sana eventually moved away, leaving Bilal and her broken dreams behind, becoming nothing. More than a painful chapter in my life. I used to think revenge meant destroying the people who hurt you, but I learned that the greatest revenge is rebuilding yourself so completely that they become irrelevant. Sana lost everything. Her lover, her friends, her reputation. Bilal became an outcast, drowning in his own shame. Meanwhile, I rose from the ashes, stronger and wiser. My daughter and I built a life filled with love, honesty, and trust, the very things Sana and Bilal destroyed for themselves. In the end, I didn't have to get even. I won simply by moving forward, leaving their betrayal behind, and living well.